Hello and welcome to my race report. This is the first race report with my Xray XB2. The race was at PMC Paderborn with 28 drivers in two-wheel drive modified. So first at all, my race results. There were 3 qualifying runs and I reached in every run 21 laps. The first one in 6 minutes and 6, the second in 6 minutes 16 and the third also in 6 minutes 6. So I was very consistent with this car. The best driver reached 23 laps in 6 minutes 13, so there was a gap of 2 laps, but the second best driver reached 22 laps, so at least there was one driver who was really very good. All in all, I reached the A main, which was my aim, and I reached it on place 8, so I was quite content with it. In the race, I reached then in the first leg, the first time 22 laps, and I was on place 5. With an overall time of 6 minutes and 14 seconds. So I was very happy with this result. I improved by 1 lap and actually I made no mistake during the race and had a very clean run. The second and third leg weren't very good. On the second leg I was 9th only with 21 laps in 6 minutes 13, which was approximately like I drove in the qualifying. And the third leg I was the last who came into the finish on place 10 with only 20 laps and 6 minutes and 8 seconds, but there I made several mistakes. The overall result was 8th. So I started 8th, I finished 8th, and for the first time with my new buggy, I'm happy with this result. My best leg was 16.7, and this was always my best leg in every leg. I was very constant in this with the fastest lap, so I think I reached there my personal limit or the limit of the car. The best lap overall was 15.6, so almost 1 second faster. But before I analyze why I was this 1 second slower or 1 lap slower than the fastest guy, I just want to show you some footage from leg 1, 2 and 3. Here's the start of A main leg 1. I'm on 8th, had a quite good start. And now a crash is in front of me and I crash into the other car, but I had really luck that I could continue without any issue, and so the start was very good. And in this race I made actually no mistake, and so I could finish it on place 5. Start of leg 2, and I pushed the throttle too hard and my car broke out here, had another crash into my car, and I was on the roof. And as you can see here, the whole field drives away and I'm on the last position. Finally I could win 1 place back and finished 9th, but here I made other mistakes too. Leg 3 became even worse. The start was quite good, I was very careful. Here was a small crash, but I could keep on driving. Now I'm on place 8 as started, and now in front of me is a bigger crash, and unfortunately I drive into it, and after that there's once again a crash and I'm on the roof again, and now I'm on the last position. Here I crashed once again, and now I am already one lap behind. So you could see quite well, I think, why the first leg was the best one. It's all a matter of luck and unluck, of course, and of course concentration. So at the end I think I lost also a little bit the concentration. But overall, to my XB2, on the one hand I'm very happy with it. Nothing broke. The track was, you could see it, a little bit on-roadish, I would say, because there were no big jumps, so the track was also quite friendly to the cars. But anyway, also with my XB2 nothing broke. From the drivability, my XB4 was the whole weekend a little bit twitchy. It was very agile, but I had a lot of oversteer and not much traction. So this is because the track, it is carpet and it is a carpet edition, but the carpet of the track is not, I would call a normal carpet, because when we drive on carpet we think, yeah, it must be high traction. But this carpet was really low traction, and it was the lowest traction carpet I ever raced on. So maybe the car, which is designed for racing perfectly on really high grip, like at my home track, an AstroTurf track, or like on Euro Off-Road Series, this black carpet which has really high traction, this carpet was more difficult to race on. So, as I said, I had a lack of traction and I had to face with oversteer, and I tried to change a little bit the setup. A little bit means that I changed the roll center. I add 1mm shims on this linkage down below to higher the roll centrum and to gain a little bit more grip, and I moved the battery to the rear, so to get more weight to the rear. One point, at least I forgot, I must really say, I concentrate on driving, to learning the track and driving the new car, but I should have kept more on the setup, because there are more possibilities to change the setup and make the XB2 work better also on low grip carpet. For example, Xray is famous for having this chassis flex options. So in case of this car, you have screws here that connect the waterfall in front of the motor and connects, actually makes a bridge from the gearbox to the chassis. And I use the screws outside here. I should have used the inner holes and maybe let the middle screw out of the chassis. Then this is a chassis flex option that the car has, and it would have been interesting to see if this gains more traction. I guess yes, because I know it from my XB4, who has this option too, and it's really working. So, but okay, now the race is over and I must remember this option the next time when I race on not so high grip tracks like this carpet in Paderborn. Another thing is just to add weight. I have read in the XB2 forum at RC Tech that even on very smooth high traction tracks the team drivers add weight to it. They add this battery weight, which is down below the battery and weighs 50 grams. I think this would have worked there too. I do not own this special weight yet, but I have several single small weights that I could have added to the car. But anyway, for next time I must take care more on the setup if I have these traction problems. But beside the setup of the car, the tires were also difficult to use. Schumacher mini pin should normally work on every carpet track. It worked there too, but if you put completely new tires on the car, you had no traction, so you need a little bit worn out tires. But if they were too worn out, then it didn't work either. So also the tire choice was quite difficult. As a conclusion, I'm very happy with the car. It has a lot of potential. On this particular track, more setup besides the setup from the stock is required, but it should be possible that the car works also on that track very well. And on the other hand, you could feel that the car has a lot of potential. It drives, it has amount of steering, and it's also a pleasure to drive. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more, because my next race with my XB2 will come quite soon. Bye bye.